Let me help you out of your chair, Grandma. Grandma.
Hey, what up? This is Jay Music.
Hey, man, it's Randall from Clerks.
And you're watching Rubber City Wrestling. Real pro wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
Rubber City. Isn't that what they call James Franco's bedroom? Guy orders condoms by the pallet.
Snoogans.
Hello and welcome to another edition of RCW Spotlight. We're here at Con on the Cob. Unfortunately, it'll be closed by the time this is airing. We're filming this over here. Today with me is Ricky Williams and, of course, the real World Flight Heavyweight Champion, Spike Ronan. And, of course, I'm your role model, Lieb. Today, we got a really fun show. We're doing this live at the Comic-Con. Well, not live on the air, but you know, in front of a live studio audience at the Comic-Con. Yes. And Con on the Cob, that's what it's called. And we're going to talk about this belt being on the line at this show. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and take our first commercial break. And when we come back, we're going to go ahead and talk about RCW Grave Affair. Rubber City Wrestling presents A Grave Affair 4, Saturday, October 28th at the Akron Turner Club in Talmadge, Ohio. This card will feature 2 World Championship matches as World Heavyweight Champion George Davis defends his belt against Marcus Knight, and World Light Heavyweight Champion Alexander Crowley defends his belt against your role model Rick Lieb. All these matches will be in a steel cage, including the Yeti Memorial Invitational Bunkhouse Stampede, which will also be for the RCW Global Television Championship, plus other exciting matches. Parents, bring your kids, have them dress up, because during intermission, trick-or-treating for the kids. Tickets are $20 for front row, $15 for general admission. Rubber City Wrestling, real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
Artistic Butterfly is a locally owned shop made up of all handmade crafts and gifts. We have over 30 vendors that hand make their own unique items. Our products are constantly changing. We also provide fun crafts for adult eyes only in our newly opened third room, as well as homemade candies and baked goods. And let's not forget a few drawings by your role model, Rick Lieb. Artistic Butterfly LLC is community-based. We do fundraisers for kids with cancer, and we also collect non-perishable items for anyone in need. Come see us today at 498 Canton Road, Akron, Ohio 44312, or call us at 234-334-4656. Artistic Butterfly LLC, allowing local artists to spread their wings.
Do you need something hauled away? Are you looking to scrap that old washer and dryer? Whether you're moving, doing some spring cleaning, or just need something taken away, Fuller's Cleanout is the way to go. Contact them by phone at 234-716-9651 or on Twitter at FCO The Way to Go. If the stuff has to go, call FCO.
TNT Health. Unmasking your potential. So, you want to look like the headline Vinny DiMaggio? Here's your chance. Let's not be ridiculous. Nobody can look like Vinny. But if you need that energy before your workout, or you want to lose some weight, burn some fat, we got that. You want to build some lean muscle? You can get it at TNT. Or even if you just need the essentials, BCAAs, juiced up, here at TNT Health, we carry it all. Come visit us at tnthealth.com.
RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Hello, yes, this is Danhausen.
This is Sunny from Glow.
The Birdman Coco Beware.
Duke the Dumpster Drosen.
Gangrel, and you're watching Rubber City Wrestling.
Real pro wrestling.
Not that flippy stuff.
Get your thrill with the real.
banging and banging.
Take care and sunny smiles.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. All right, so as I mentioned, our guest today is Spike Ronan, the real World's Light Heavyweight Champion. Spike, now I don't know because they're only telling me to talk about this, but before we get to talking about this, are you going to match?
At a grave affair?
A grave affair.
No, I am not.
And that's what I heard. Now, how is it that you are the real World's Light Heavyweight Champion, not the phony that's walking around with it, and yet you're, shut up Ricky, just calm down, and you're not even booked for this event?
Right. I don't understand it.
It's a travesty.
Even the Art of War 4, I was booked in a tag team match instead of defending the Light Heavyweight Championship like I should have been.
I know, I saw it. I was disgusted. Well, I thought you were going to add to your collection, but they of course cheated to beat you guys. And then, go ahead. Yes, they did. You saw the match. You were there. All right, explain.
Or I said I didn't see it.
Speak up so that he can hear.
I didn't see it. That's all I'm saying.
Probably because you weren't wearing your glasses.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's it. You have glasses and you're not wearing them. That's the problem. Anyway.
No, I do not have a match at RCW, a grave affair. I'll go ahead and say it on here.
Yeah,
despite the fact that not
they said you're not allowed in the building, so you're going to go to see an NWA event that day.
Yeah, I'll be at the end of the National Wrestling Alliance event in Cleveland, Ohio.
Forget about it.
I get to go meet Billy Corgan.
Yeah.
I love Smash and
Tell Billy Ripley needs to talk.
Yeah, well, sir, that would be pretty cool, though. I'm not gonna lie.
Tell him he wants a real world champion, heavyweight champion to get a hold of him. I'll beat EC3. I'll beat EC3.
You are not going to beat EC3. Come on.
I'll beat EC3.
No, you won't.
I know. Yeah, hey, the bigger they are, the funner they are to knock down.
No, you won't.
That's the way I look at it.
So, what's going on with the RCW television title?
I'm glad you asked. RCW Global Television Championship will be on the line, but guess how? The winner of the Bunkhouse Stampede will not only get a beautiful trophy that I should have had here, but they will also become the RCW Global Television Champion. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to become the other World Light Heavyweight Champion.
Interim RCW.
Right. I'm going to beat the interim champion, and then of course, as promised, when I do it, I'll give you the first championship.
Your eyes when I say that.
I'll give you the first match so that we can unify the belts.
Did he pin me?
Did he beat him?
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
No,
Yes,
and
he did.
honestly,
Never.
and in the unsanctioned match, I still believe Crowley went through. Not only did he go through a table before,
He never, and
oh my
that
gosh.
was a tables match, and it was not for the championship.
Yeah,
he
of
never
course.
beat.
How
Probably
hard.
never beaten.
Never.
Whatever. I'm not going to get into it here today, I guess.
Well, it's all for
Now, did his?
I apologize for my co-host's biasness.
The only thing he did was take advantage of somebody else in the locker room, costing me a year of work at RCW.
Amen.
That's all
Amen.
he did.
A year suspension to the real world's light heavyweight champion? Are you kidding me? That to me,
I never lost the title.
Never lost the belt. Never lost it. Never.
Well, until you beat
until
you beat Alexander Crowley.
Are you ready?
Crowley's not champion until he beats me.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. If anybody wants to walk past while Ricky Williams is talking, feel free to do so. Nobody cares what he says
He
anymore.
champion if he didn't beat the former champion. I beat Die Hard the Hunter fair and square.
No, you did. I was there.
Yes, I did.
You beat him. It was an amazing
I
defeat.
pinned him 1, 2, 3, and then I beat him again in the last man standing match. I beat him fair and square. And if you remember correctly at the time, I helped him fight off the way after the fact.
Oh man, this show almost over already. Goodness gracious.
You can't just rewrite history on the whim, buddy. They have another
exactly.
This ain't politics.
Well, that sucks because I want to speak
Whatever
to
you say.
Christ.
Well,
Go ahead. You guys, hey, that's the beauty of filming live. You
Absolutely.
just walk on through.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, especially if he's talking.
and I've continued in stride since I came back.
Yes.
I mean, I'll admit, you're a great wrestler. I'm not saying you're not a good wrestler and you don't deserve to not have a title.
I'm not just a great wrestler. I am the real light heavyweight champion.
You're not
of
the
world.
real light
Crowley
heavyweight.
is a guy. I am the guy.
No, Crowley is the guy.
No, he's not.
Well, until you beat the guy for his title.
Exactly. He didn't
Thank
beat me
you.
for my
To
title.
be the man, you got to beat the man.
He didn't beat me for the title.
Okay.
I mean, that title doesn't even matter anymore.
Yes, it does.
Why would it not matter?
This is the RCW Light Heavyweight Championship of the world because the real RCW World titles look exactly like this. What does the World Heavyweight title look like?
Looks like that.
It looks like this. That was intentional.
And
that was intentional.
Well, right now, Alexander Crowley is the real light heavyweight
And he's
champion.
carrying
You gotta
around
listen to
Bob's belt that was made by a guy named Josh in Toledo, Ohio.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you. Now, let's get back to this because obviously you're just gonna
Yeah.
annoy our guests
So
and
back
they're
to the
gonna have
bunkhouse.
to beat you up.
Oh, whatever.
Well, I'm envious of the winner of that match.
Right?
For getting the trophy and the Global Television Championship. I do not envy what they have to go through.
No. No. I've already held
At
the
all.
belt.
You guys
So
keep your cage.
I'm not.
I mean, I like weapons as much as the
I don't
next
know if
guy,
anybody
but-
knows what a bunkhouse stampede is, but it is basically a street fight in the middle of a ring that's surrounded by a cage.
Yeah.
The cage is extra. Bunkhouse stampede doesn't have to have a cage. The cage is literally extra. So this is going to be a crazy thing, and now the Global Television Championship is on the line. I'm looking forward to that match. I might come out there and watch it. He did end up winning that, by the way, the fans poll. What are you looking for?
He wants his drink.
Oh, yeah.
It's over there behind.
Well, why don't you, since you're really not doing anything here, you should go fetch the drinks.
No, I'm good.
You know what? We're going to go ahead and take a commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to take your questions. Rubber City Wrestling presents A Grave Affair 4, Saturday, October 28th at the Akron Turner Club in Talmadge, Ohio. This card will feature 2 World Championship matches as World Heavyweight Champion George Davis defends his belt against Marcus Knight, and World Light Heavyweight Champion Alexander Crowley defends his belt against your role model Rick Lieb. All these matches will be in a steel cage, including the Yeti Memorial Invitational Bunkhouse Stampede, which will also be for the RCW Global Television Championship, plus other exciting matches. Parents, bring your kids, have them dress up, because during intermission, trick-or-treating for the kids. Tickets are $20 for front row, $15 for general admission. Rubber City Wrestling, real professional wrestling, not that flippy stuff.
Do you enjoy indie flicks and B-movies? Maybe have a script in mind and want to be showcased? Well, the same company that gave you Footsteps and Night Z, Guru Films, is looking for more ideas. Contact us at thegurufilms1@gmail.com or through the Guru Films Facebook page. So be sure to follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/gurufilms.420 to purchase DVDs and for updates on new films coming soon.
Blue Collar Brawler J.O. Watson here. I work hard all day, every day, working for the common man, working for everyone. And when I get off work and I want to have a nice cool beer to reward myself, I come to Lou's Tavern in Prairie Township, Ohio.
For good times with good people in a family-like environment, come to Lou's, 3238 Lincoln Way East in Massillon, Ohio, 44646. Are you looking for a job? I mean, seriously, do you want a job? Then get a hold of ASAP Staffing. ASAP Staffing is located in Barberton, Ohio, 165 2nd Street Northwest. Phone number is 330-615-2477.
RCW Rubber City Wrestling.
Allow me to beg your indulgence for one moment.
This is the fallen angel, Christopher Daniels.
The Mick Foley. And you are watching
RCW Wrestling from the Rubber City. Rubber City Wrestling.
real pro wrestling.
Not the flippy stuff.
Have a nice day. Yeah.
Catch RCW Spotlight Sundays and RCW Global Thursdays only on the RCW Network on YouTube. Would you like to see your commercial aired on both RCW Spotlight and RCW Global? Contact us on social media at facebook.com/Rubber City Wrestling, Instagram at Rubber City Wrestling, or email us at the RCW Network at gmail.com.
Welcome back to RCW Spotlight. Well, fans, it's that time of the show again. You've got questions?
We've got answers.
Now, if you'd like for us to answer your question on the air, feel free to write us at x.com/Wrestling Rubber. You guys supposed to say it. You lost your mind. Anyway, I know we hate the name. Somebody took Rubber City Wrestling because it was the previous owners and they lost the password. Someone asked me that. That's actually a good question for the show, but nobody asked me that question. All right. Now, before we get to the questions, we got a guy on stilts about to walk past us. So, oh, you're going this way? Damn, I wanted them to see you. I think it's pretty awesome looking. Get him with the camera. Come on. There goes. Look at that. Dude, that is sick. Okay? All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to these questions now. First question on here. This was actually asked by a bunch of girls that walked by. Who made your robe and how much was it? Okay, if you'd like to get a robe like this, actually you'll need to get a hold of Scott E. Stevens' wife. She does all my, she does all the robes for me now, and she does an amazing job. And as you can see, but these babies aren't cheap. That one right there cost me $1,000. So, but she uses only the best materials, and honestly, it's worth every penny. And if I wanted it insulated, it'd be a little tiny bit more. But I did not want it insulated because, I wrestle a lot. Anyway, so that's the robe question. Thank you for asking everybody that did that. They didn't want to be, none of them wanted to come up with it.
That's all right, understandable.
I know, well, they all, it seemed like they all were. Okay, next one. What do you think will become of WWE now that UFC bought them out? First of all, I didn't even realize UFC bought them out. But my answer to this, I'll let you guys go ahead and answer after. My answer to this is, I think it'll probably make the product better. Because if you got Dana White back in anything, if he's involved at all, I believe Attitude Era might come back. And that's when the WWE was actually, in my opinion, at its best. I even liked it better than the cartoony Hot Hogan years. That's actually the reason why I didn't watch it in the 80s. I liked the Attitude Era. To me, that was the best WWE/WWF era. At least while ran by Vince Jr.
Well, slight correction. It wasn't UFC that bought WWE.
Okay.
It was Endeavor, which is the company that owns UFC.
Right.
So WWE and UFC are still two separate companies.
I didn't ask the question. It was asked by the guy around the corner that didn't want to be on the air either.
And honestly, I think it'll like, overall.
It should be fine, but that way I won't feel uncomfortable on my phone. Because if I couldn't get on
Endeavor does big business for me.
Right. Endeavor is the company that owns UFC.
But you're also going to look at it from the standpoint of they're going to bring more.
Okay, I'm gonna go do this.
I really don't know how to phrase it. It's gonna be more athletic. I'm hoping that it's gonna be a little bit more wrestling and a little bit less talking.
Yeah.
Whereas in recent years, it's been a lot more talking and less wrestling. That's my personal opinion.
And I think it'll probably not.
And if they're smart, CM Punk back in the
Oh yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, actually, what you guys said was actually perfect. I think it's gonna maybe slow down the flippy stuff too.
No, I doubt that.
I mean, you never know.
I doubt that. I hope that, but I doubt that.
Maybe it'll probably, expand more of the UFC fans to watch wrestling as well.
Legitimately, the WWE is the only place that flippy stuff almost
Okay. All right, now we got the next question is, with the rise of backyard wrestling, how do you feel it impacts today's product? That's from Jerry the Chink Mill guy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and just say it right now. The yard tartary is real with this one. What it's done is it's made untrained people go in there doing unsafe stuff, and then it's caused more injuries to the sport. That's the reason why I'm in the way in the first place, wrestlers against yard tarts, so that we can get rid of stuff like this.
Personally, I think that it put a greater emphasis on the training that we do. Like, it's become more important now than ever that we go through the training that we go through and that we operate in as safe as possible, in as safe a manner as possible, so that we can do this for long.
Okay. Well, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I'm actually not a fan either.
Okay. A lady over here wanted to ask a question on the air, so we can bring her in. Go ahead, stand right next to him. Okay.
So, how long have you been wrestling?
How long have we been wrestling? I've been wrestling since 1989. February 5th, 1989 I debuted. So I've probably been wrestling as long as you've probably been alive.
Yeah. I was born in 1989.
Well, there we go. So my career is as old as you are. And he wrestled only for a year, and then he got injured and had to take it off. Spike, how long have you been wrestling?
I started training in 2010. I wrestled my first match on April 21st of 2012. So, 13 years.
And then she actually had a question.
Did you have a question?
I do. I don't know if someone's already asked it or not, but who or what inspired you to get into wrestling?
Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels is yours? Who inspired you?
I'm going to say, yeah, that too, but I'm going to say Ric Flair was really
Well, my answer would definitely be Ric Flair inspired me to watch wrestling, but actually, the reason why I became a professional wrestler is because I was watching a match between, it was Mad Dog Buzz Sawyer against Wildfire Tommy Rich, and they were inside of a steel cage, and it was so bloody that the TV had to put a big X in front of the screen. And I looked at that now as a 12-year-old, I believe I was at the time. I'm watching that, and I looked at my friends, and I'm like, I'm going to be a professional wrestler when I grow up. I don't know what made my crazy mind think that this blood fest was the greatest thing and that I wanted to do that, but that's the reason why I became a professional wrestler.
I love that.
It's always fun with the weird type stuff. I mean,
Absolutely.
It makes it, you almost get like sucked into it more.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, and that's what it was. I literally, I saw that and I'm like, this is what I want to do. This is, and like I was a little kid and I was so dead set on it. And then all of a sudden in 1988, I found a guy that was willing to train me. His name was Denny O. He was actually a promoter out of Akron, Ohio. He started it, then he sent me to a school owned by Billy Boa. We ended up going to that school, and the rest is history. All right, I want to thank you guys for asking questions. Did you have a question too? Okay, I want to thank you guys for asking questions. I want to thank everybody that had the questions that were too scared to be on the air. We do have to get out of here. For my guest, Spike Ronan, and of course, Ricky Williams, I am your role model, Rick Lieb. Join us again next week when we're back in the studio for another edition of RCW Spotlight. Rubber City Wrestling presents A Grave Affair 4, Saturday, October 28th at the Akron Turner Club in Talmadge, Ohio. This card will feature 2 World Championship matches as World Heavyweight Champion George Davis defends his belt against Marcus Knight, and World Light Heavyweight Champion Alexander Crowley defends his belt against your role model Rick Lieb. All these matches will be in a steel cage, including the Yeti Memorial Invitational Bunkhouse Stampede, which will also be for the RCW Global Television Championship, plus other exciting matches. Parents, bring your kids, have them dress up, because during intermission, trick-or-treating for the kids. Tickets are $20 for front row, $15 for general admission. Rubber City Wrestling, real professional wrestling. Not that flippy stuff.